Howdy guys! Doing something much different than what I usually do. I'm playing Diablo 2 expansion set, Lord of Destruction, version 1.13. Yes, I didn't think I'd do this for a while because I had no idea how to actually record it until I figured out how I can get into a window, like the way this is looking. And if you see some stuff on the side here, don't worry about it. It's just the outer border of the window. But I don't think you see it on this side or anything. But yeah, after a little bit of thought, I've decided it might be a pretty cool idea to let's play this. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Taking a bit of a break from ZSNES games and doing other stuff. Okay, but first I'm going to explain things. Single player. Let us go through the storyline in a single player way. Battle.net will allow you to get onto the Battle.net site and play with other players. I might do a little Let's Play of that on Battle.net. Gateway, we don't have to worry about that. Other multiplayer, don't have to worry about that. Credits, no need to worry about it. Might do that later. Cinematics, other things. And Exit Diablo exits the game. So, we're going to do this, and these are other games. These are 2 hacked games that me and a friend of mine have made. And this is my game on a mod. That's a friend of mine's mod. But we're going to create a new character. Who do I want to play as? You know, to be honest, I want to play as the Paladin, because... No, first I'm going to show you guys. We have the Amazon, skilled with the spear and the bow. She is a very versatile fighter. The Assassin, schooled in the in martial arts. Her mind and body are deadly weapons. Necromancer, use him the most, actually. Summons undead minions, and cursing his enemies are his specialties. Though he kind of gets boring to use. I've never really used the Barbarian. I'm just not very good with him. He is unequaled in close quarters combat and mastery of weapons. The Paladin, who we will be using in this Let's Play, he is a natural party leader, holy man, and blessed warrior. Sorceress, she has mastered the elemental magics, fire, lightning, and ice. Druid, commanding the forces of nature, he summons wild beasts and raging storms to his side. Now, just so you guys know, the only characters that have appeared in the original Diablo are the Amazon, Necromancer, Barbarian, Paladin, and Sorceress. In the expansion set here in Lord of Destruction, you got the Assassin and Druid. But let's go with the Paladin. And as you can imagine, we're gonna name him Jack. So, let's go. Welcome to the game interface, folks. This is what the game is here. Stop following me. And there's a little bit of a cheat that you can do. You press enter, and if you want to get more experience, level up faster, which we are going to be doing, you do /players8, which we'll be using for this Let's Play, since it gets you a whole bunch of experience and some great items. So that's what we're doing. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to go to options, sound options, speech, audio, and text only, so I'll read it to you guys. Because the audio for my speakers might not catch up very well. We have Wareve here. Well met, noble Paladin. It's been a while since I've seen any of your kind in the West. It would be an honor to aid you in any way that I can. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. That was kind of the beginning of that was kind of a reference to the first Diablo. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for LoD-Episode second act before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive, then I'll take you along. Okay, so that, yeah, LoD-Episode, it is the area in the second act, which is my least favorite act in the game. Once we get there, you'll know why. Okay, press Q for the quests. This is how many quests there are in Act 1. And you press I for inventory. Right now we only have a short sword, one hand damage, 2 to 7. And buckler defense of 40, chance to block 30%. And we got a scroll of identity, which allows you to identify unidentified items, and scroll of time portal, which lets you open, well, obviously, a portal to town. And we have our private stash here, which was expanded to be a lot larger here in the expansion, which is why we have that and not the original Diablo. It just makes things so much easier. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here. I'll only talk to the ones we really want to talk to. So Charcy, we don't have to worry about. So trade and repair. This is the trading interface. We have miscellaneous items, a whole bunch of stuff we can't buy, seeing as we have no gold. We have some bows, some mostly two-handed weapons here, and a few one-handed, and we have some armor. But we'll find armor on our own. But oh, I forgot. You can also repair your items and armor, or you can repair them all for a larger fee than the original. Now over here, oh, and you can press Shift for the auto map here. So we're in the Rogue encampment, and this is our good friend Geed, which is I've kind of just actually figured this out, that Geed is a lot like Greed. And he is a very greedy person, so kind of took me a while to figure that out. And you can also trade with this guy, but his stuff's kind of pretty much the same as Charcy's. You can also, but another thing that's different from her is you can gamble with him. All of his things are unidentified, and they're a lot more expensive. Once you buy them, they're identified for yourself. Except for these things. These things are frickin' expensive. You see this? 60,000 gold, 63,000, and 60,000 again. Or 50,000. These are 50. The amazing thing about gambling is you don't always find items like the ones with the white wording like these. You can find magically enhanced, which are the ones with blue writing, I'm assuming. You have the rare, the yellow. Unique, they have a brownish looking color to them, and you also have set, which they are very strong items. Once we find them, I'll tell you what they are. And you also have crafted, which I've never actually crafted items before. You need to use that for the Roderick Cube, which you get in Act 2. So I'm not completely positive as to how you do that, but yeah, that's that. Oh, and for future reference for you guys, I am going to be 100%ing this, which means I'll be going through normal difficulty, nightmare difficulty, and hill difficulty. Except without hacking the game, I've never gone through hell difficulty before. I've only made it so far, so yeah, there's that. Yeah. You can trade with her. She has some potions here: stamina potion, antidote potion, which will kill your poison. This will heal up which will give you some unlimited stamina. Let's see how long you can run. You can alternate between one and walk that way. You have some thawing potion just in case you get frozen. Keys, minor healing potions, and minor mana potions. You also have some totems of identity and town portal. But now it's time to start our first quest. But first we're going to talk to this girl here so we can get the introduction out of the way. Man, I'm missing a lot of things here. And we also have the waypoints. There's a waypoint in pretty much every level in Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, all the way up to Act 5. And once you get them, you can teleport from the town you want to go to the place another place you want to go to out in the wilderness. So there's that. And we have the quest log. Our first quest is the Den of Evil. Look for the den in the wilderness outside of the rogues camp. What I usually do when I'm outside of the wilderness, I go along the walls so we can get the entire map. And plus you can get, you find more enemies that way. Entering the Bloodmoor, so yeah, that's what this place is. Oh, we have our first enemy here. We have a zombie. He's an undead. He'll be pretty strong to take care of. If he can ever attack me. Hold on. Nice, without even being attacked. Hey, we got some items. We got boots. Need defense of 2. Durability 11 out of 20. 12. So. But you can get some really strong armor and weapons in this game. We have some quill rats. Ah, we got our first bit of money. Well, did he actually block that? Yeah, he did. Yeah, just in case you didn't know, these little quill rat looking things, they shoot spines at you. Yeah, but now we got some money. Only 5 gold. I bet you. Normally you'd think, yes, I've got 5 gold. I'm rich. Well, in this game, 5 gold doesn't mean crap. I mean, you can get a whole bunch of gold, like you saw in the gamble area. 50,000 gold for 2 rings and 63,000 gold for some for an amulet. Got some fallen guys here. Normally you can find different types of enemies, like different types of these enemies, for example. We just leveled up. Let's take care of these enemies here. There are some zombies over there that should leave us alone for now, as long as we don't go near them. Alright, we got some more potions that I guess we could collect just for money. Crude. That's pretty weak, not bad. Why did I pick up arrows? Man, whatever. Okay, now these are new stats. You can either level up strength, which circles around attack damage and your magical attack damage. I mean, right now they both stay the same, since down here we have no actual magic except for Town Portal, identifying, unsummon, which we don't really need to worry about since the paladin can't summon anything anyway, and we have throw, but we don't have any throwing items. And we have dexterity, which counts towards attack rating, which is 85 right now, so our chance to hit a fallen is 95%. I think this is a spell chance to hit an item. I don't know. And we have defense, which is only 14, which is pretty poor. Average chance fallen will hit you is 24, but our chance to block is 37, so that's okay. We have vitality, which is 25, which counts towards stamina, which is 90 right now, so we can run until this runs out. Then we have life, which is 57. Just so you guys know, this is life. That would be mana. Mana circles around your magic. So if you're out of mana, you can't use magic, obviously. We have energy, which only circles around mana, and we have 16, which is pretty low. And we have no resistances. I mean, later in the game, resistances are very important. They will keep you alive. But if you really don't have too many resistances, you will never live. For this, I usually just go with strength, because you can just do this stuff on your own, because you can just get really good items that could level this up for you. But strength is kind of hard to find in items, so that's what I normally level up. And now we can also learn a new skill. Paladins have combat skills, which right now we can use Sacrifice or Smite. They can also use offensive auras or defensive auras. Right now we're going to get an offensive aura, which is Might. When active, aura increases the damage done by you and my party. So, yeah. And as you can see, we got a little aura around me. Now, I take more damage. 3 to 11. So, we'll obviously take more damage to enemies. Man, we got a big pack of baddies here, don't we? Stupid Fallen. See, now we can kill Fallen in one hit. Before we leveled up and gotten Might, we couldn't kill them in one hit. I'm getting hurt very badly. But as I mentioned, you can set how many players you want on single-player mode, so you can get better items and more experience. Which is something you normally do on Battle.net, because if you have a game that has multiple people in it, the enemies are stronger just like they are here, and you get more experience. I'll explain that more once we get into the Battle.net Let's Play, but... Okay, we got our first amulet, and it's, as you can see, it's magically enhanced. We got 4 gold, light healing potion, we want that. Now, how much does that superior caps defense have? That's a 6, okay, that's so much better. 5 enhanced defense, yeah, we want that. We're gonna keep this, we can sell it. I mean, at the beginning of the game, you want to get as much as you can to sell it, because you need money in the beginning of the game. Alright, see this amulet. We can identify this since we have a scroll of identity. Let's see what it does. 10 to attack rating and 1 to light radius. It is called Amulet of Light, and we can use it. So now we have 10 to attack rating and 1 more light radius. When it comes to light radius, we only have to worry about it at night and in dungeons or caves. Like, I'm not sure if you could tell, but it just got a little bit darker. You'll later be able to tell once it's nighttime, because it does alternate between night and day in this game. So, ooh, we got a strangling gas potion. But that we can't use until we level 6. Yes, some items can only be used when you're at a certain level or have certain strength or dexterity or whatever. So yeah, that kind of is a bit of a setback when it comes to getting things in this game. But well, there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can get. Man, why do I suck so much at attacking an enemy? Now, do not go this way. It is into the cold plains, and that place is too dangerous for us to go to. So yeah, let's take care of these enemies at the entrance to the place, just to get rid of them, because they're getting on my nerves. Plus, they're bothering Flavi. Stop bothering Flavi, you pests. Hey, you're still... Jeez, you guys are everywhere. Alright. Come on, boys. We got some pretty good gold going here, don't we? Oh, and we leveled up again. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, but I've pretty much explained the basics of this game. Okay, we're not going to use Might anymore. I don't normally take combat skills until I'm later in level, since I only usually rely on my auras. So right now... What do I want to get? You know what? Let's get some resist fire. We're not going to use it, but what it does, it boosts your resistance to fire an incredible amount, which is 52. That is incredible right now. I mean, when you're level 1, that's pretty large. But we're not going to be using it for a while, seeing as we don't really need it. There's nothing that really takes fire damage, and we have another one of them. Another one of them amulets. Amulets are good things. They will help you. They will help you later in life. And we just got a ring, too. So, we're getting some good items very early in the game. And another ring. Look at that. I mean, if you went on players 8, if you're still on players 1... Oh, now it's got some quilted armor. You wouldn't be finding too many amulets or rings, because those are normally for, like, higher level people. We just leveled up again. But seeing as we're on players 8, they give you better items, more experience. As you can tell, we've been leveling up a lot, since we started, and we are running out of space, kind of. Not really. As you can tell, you can only carry so much in your inventory at a time. Once you run out of space, you can either drop some items that you don't mean to sell, or of course you can just sell them to get some gold. I mean, there are things in this game you can get an incredible amount of gold for. Oh, I also forgot to mention the fact that some items can only be used by certain classes. Like this item. A crude guitar can only be used by the assassin. I'm not really a big fan of using the assassin because it's just not very strong at times, unless you've leveled up a lot of its traps and things like that. And an experience shrine, which you get even more experience at a time, even though we're getting just maxed out experience, seeing as we're at level 8. Okay, I've got an offensive aura and a defensive aura. Why not get one of these? Temporarily stun your enemy by bashing it with your shield. Nah, let's use sacrifice. I'll show you what it does. Increased accuracy and damage. But at the price, increased accuracy and damage at the cost of life. See? I'll show you once we get to an enemy. Oh, like this guy. See, it took a little bit more damage than it normally did, which is pretty good, considering the fact that we're normally pretty weak at this time. We don't want to get that yet, because there's really no point, since we've got something better that will give us even more experience than we usually got. Oh, and as you can see, I couldn't pick that up, because I'm out of space in my inventory. But of course, there's a way you can move around things in your inventory to make space for some new items that you'd like to pick up immediately. But I don't think we have the space for that. No, we do not. So right now we are going to go back to the rogue encampment using our little portal, and we're going to Akara to sell this stuff. Good thing we got some scrolls of identity, so we can identify. Not scroll. Well, I don't want to identify a scroll of identity. An amulet of light. We already have one of them, and give us a whopping 1391 gold, which is pretty good. And this one gave us 995. It's a bronze ring, 10 to attack rating. I don't really require it right now. We got another ring. Okay. Lizard's Ring of Craftsmanship. 1 to maximum damage, 1 to mana. That's pretty weak. We don't need it. But I normally, Stamina Potion, we don't need it. Try to use as many like rings and amulets as I possibly can. But at this point in time, I really don't care. So yeah, and I don't normally keep mana potions with me until later on when I'm using a lot more, spells and things like that. Except for the fact that I don't normally use spells with the paladin, because all I really rely on is their auras. Here, why not? Let's get the skill shrine, which will make it now level 3, and its radius is 13.3 yards and damage 60% more than it normally is. Let's search around. I mean, at times this game can be pretty boring when you're trying to search for enemies, or like when you're not later in the game, when ooh, armor shrine, that'll give us better defense. When you're not just constantly fighting things like you are in Act 2 and later in Act 1 here. But it's still a very entertaining game. I mean, even though they're now coming out with Diablo 3, and Diablo 2 is kind of outdated now, since it was released in 2001, I remember. I still find it very entertaining to play, seeing as you can mod it, you can play mods of it, and I've seen a lot of people on the internet just not saying good things about Diablo 2. They're saying, I don't care, Diablo 3 is coming out, this game sucks because of that. Yes, compared to Diablo 3, this game does suck, but it's still a very great game. Pretty large, too. I mean, there's 3 difficulties, there's 5 acts, there's 6 quests in every act. It's just crazy. You can get hundreds of items, millions upon trillions, I'm joking, millions of gold in this game, which we're going to try to aim for doing, because I've done it before. You just have to sell a whole bunch of stuff that you get. I mean, later in the game, usually what I get is rare items, because I sell for a whole lot. But I won't be doing this right now, because we need some gold. Yes, we're almost on the edge of this map, so we can start searching for, and we're running out of stamina, so we have to start walking so I can refill. So we can start searching for the Den of Evil. What I'm thinking I'll do is 1 quest per video. But I'm not sure how long this one's going to be, since it's more like an explaining video than anything else. And I've been spending a lot of time doing that. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, with this, I'll occasionally have, like, very lively commentary. Like this episode when I'm explaining things, I mean, my commentary is just all over the place. But later on, once you guys kind of figure things out when it comes to the game, well, the game itself, once you figure everything out, once you figure out all the mechanics for it, oh crap, what'd I do? Oh, oops. Whoopsie, I pressed the wrong button and caused my, game to minimize. My commentary probably won't be as lively as it is now, but it's still a very entertaining games to watch and to play. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Okay, now where's the Den of Evil? Oh, we should be able to level up on this guy. So close, we didn't do anything. We actually didn't level up at all. We didn't get any experience. Oh, here you are, the Den of Evil. The Den of Evil. Oh crap, there's some enemies out there I can level up with. Quest log, kill the monsters in the den, that's how you finish the quest. Well, close to, almost finished. Man, there's some people in the house. Massacre! There's a murder on the loose. Destroying your family. And those out in the farming your crops. We have a rejuvenation potion, that's pretty handy. We leveled up, so yeah. Always a good time. Hey, what am I gonna do? Alright, let's just level up our might again. Just because I can. Man, there's a whole bunch of stuff out here that we missed. Oh, and that doesn't mean I'm saying I'm gonna try to get every enemy in every single place, but once they're in the area, I kind of want to take care of them for, of course, the experience. Okay. If you couldn't hear that, holy crap, gargantuan beasts, and we have some fallen shaman. If you couldn't hear that, it said evil dwells within this cave. Those fallen shaman, the ones that are firing fireballs at me, they can rejuvenate their fallen warriors. Oh, that was kind of a pun, but it was terrible. That's why when there's a pack of fallen, you always want to take out the shaman first. So, like down here, we have a whole bunch of fallen shaman and things like that. We've got a huge pack of people coming after us right now, don't we? Leave me alone, you bastards. I'm busy. I'm busy with things that don't include you. Oh, we got a magically enhanced cap that we might want to use. It's better than this crude cap that we got. Or superior cap. Leave me alone! Stop surrounding me! You don't give me a chance to do anything. Maybe I got some more stuff. Even more stuff. And a Skull of Identity, which we definitely want. Once we take care of all these guys, we can identify that one cap that we got. But of course, we have a ring or anything. We're gonna identify that first. But I can't remember what we have, to be honest. Let's take that leather armor. Wait. We have quilted armor right now. We want some leather armor. Well, let's take that key. Aha, leather armor. Which one's better? This one. Let's use that. 1 to energy. It's weaker though. Yeah, it's not worth it. only 1 to energy and has defense of 3 when my other one has defense of 6. It's not worth it. See, in this game, you want to make some really drastic decisions when you've got some really strong items that you have in your inventory and that you've just found. I mean, if you have an item in your inventory that's been giving you very good luck when it comes to defeating enemies, and then you find something that you don't know if you want to use or not, because you don't know if it's going to help you or not help you, it's really tough decisions. Oh, if you guys, that was a health shrine, refilling all my health. They're very reliable. We also have mana shrines that refill your mana, but we won't be using mana all that often. I mean, there's only a few auras that require mana for you to use, like for example, prayer, which will heal you at the cost of mana. So, yeah, but welcome to your first dungeon, the Den of Evil. It is definitely evil. Oh, we have a... Is it socket or is that... That's ethereal. It's weaker. There's ethereal and there's socketed. Ethereal, like we have right now, they are items that are normally stronger than other items, except they cannot be repaired. Socketed items, on the other hand, they can be repaired, and you can socket them with gems and runes. I'll explain them more once we find some, but you can put them onto your items, and it'll make them much, much stronger. Of course, it kind of depends on where you are. I mean, if, like, say you're in Act 4, and you have something with for example, a chipped emerald on it, which will do poison damage, it's not helpful. It really isn't. And by that time, you want to have, like, something like a flawless emerald or a perfect emerald. But I doubt at that time you'd find a perfect emerald. You'd have a better chance of just finding a plain old emerald or flawless. But of course you want to use what you have. I'm not telling you guys to skip out on items that could potentially help you. I'm just saying some items are better than others, and in certain situations, weaker items like the one we have now, it is not a helpful thing. So there's the superior boots. I want those. They are stronger by 2 defense, which is always good. I'm not sure how long this video is going to stretch on for, but I honestly don't care. I've already made an oath that I am overburdened, so can't pick that item up, obviously. We have to take care of these stupid fallen shaman before they start making everything stronger and firing fireballs of death at me. Do I even have any town portal? No, I don't. Oh, okay, it's time to use a potion. So the red ones are healing potions, which will heal you up in a, when you need them. You can find minor healing potions, minor healing potions, lighter healing potions, and super healing potions. Obviously, the super ones are the most powerful, and they're the most helpful when it comes to having a lot of health. So, ooh, look at that. We're going to have some more offensive auras. We have Holy Fire and Thorns. At this point, Holy Fire is a little bit more helpful than Thorns. What Thorns does, when active, aura reflects damage done to you back at your attacker, which is a really good, look at this, 250% damage return, which is more than the enemy deals, which it's fairly helpful, so, you know, for the sake of showing it off, I will use it. Of course, look, we take 4 to 14, but oops, but when we have it off, 3 to 10. But we have a different aura, and once they attack us, more damage than they dealt to us will be shot back to them, which I guess is pretty helpful. Oh, Crude Scepter. Those things are pretty cool, because you're a necromancer. I mean, they make you look a bit cooler than you normally are. Okay. Got some zombies here. Good friend zombies here. Do we have any fallen shaman around? It doesn't seem like it. Ouch, we're being attacked. But you guys are taking more damage to yourselves than you are to me. Ha 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 ha. I'm so evil. Actually, I'm the good guy this time. Well, normally the paladin is the nice guy. Ooh, fulminating potion. Those are pretty strong. They deal fire damage. Oh, here's our first super unique, Corpse Fire. He is undead spectral hit. super unique monsters, they are stronger than normal monsters, and they have more attributes. Like that one, it had Spectral Hit, which you can either take cold, fire, or poison damage. Cold, fire, ice, or poison damage on every attack. And that was a chipped diamond, if you guys didn't hear it. We'll get that right now. This is an example of a gem. They can be put into socketed items. But we don't have any socketed items right now, so I don't really need them. Now, these guys are going to be a pain in the butt to take care of since they are so strong. So I guess right now we're going to be using Might, just to take care of them quickly. I wouldn't say I'm taking care of them quickly at all. I'm just a lot faster than we would if we had Thorn. And this is a jewel. You can also put them into socketed items, except they can be rare or magically enhanced. Okay, this is a bit of a pickle. Pickle. I'm gonna try not to die. Holy crap. Okay. But now, life lesson number 1 when it comes to super uniques: take out the minions first. They, as you can already tell by their name, they are minions to the super unique, and they're stronger and they are a lot more annoying. Of course, the super unique is the strongest one and the leader of the group, but you still want to take care of the minions first because they can cause you a lot of trouble when you're trying to. Oh, I forgot also lightning they can take when trying to take them out. And we've almost killed him. Once you kill them, you got a whopping amount of items here, as you can tell. But we can't carry anymore, and we have nothing we can use to get back to town. So we're gonna have to lay off a few things. We can, like, let's get rid of that crude dagger and switch it out with this puppy here. But first we need to replace these things. We have another hand axe which can put here. Put the key there. The scepter takes 4 to 8, and it takes more than other one. And it has 1 to holy fire, which is really good. So we're gonna use this now, since seeing as it takes more damage. How many more monsters? No, it doesn't even say. Okay, let's put thorns back on. See, now we can kill these fallen in pretty much a single hit. But I don't know why I'm doing that when the shaman's gonna be healing them anyway. Oh well, you can occasionally kill them in a single hit because they can occasionally slightly block your attacks, and they a bit more of a nuisance that way because they don't take as much damage to them and they don't die in a single hit like you'd want them to. Man, I'm not sure how long this video is stretching on for. I'm sure it's over 20 minutes. Since these acts can take a while. I mean, these quests can take a while. Oh, hold on. Assuming you have 4 more? Yes, 4. 4 more to take care of before we can leave. And end said video. 3, 2, 1, 0. Now the quest should be over. 1 monster left! Oh no! I screwed up. What's going on here? What have I done? I've screwed up the countdown. My life is over. Oh, there you are. Okay, now the quest is over. Alright, as you can see, we've cleansed the Den of Evil, and now light is restoring to this dank place.
My duty here is done.
My duty here is done. You're right, Paladin. It's time for a much-needed rest from our old friend. Okay, let's just use the town portal and do this quickly. Return to a car for a reward, and that is us getting a new skill. But no, we can use that. We can, but I don't want to. But we can't do things like Holy Bolt, a bolt of divine energy that damages undead enemies or heals allies, which can be helpful. But we do want Defiance when active, or increases the defense rating of you and your party. We want that. It's very helpful. And what we need to do definitely right now is we need to sell some things, because selling is what we do. But of course, we also have to buy some things so we can sell things, which is a bit of a ripoff. Seeing as you want to sell things, you don't want to buy anything. Oh, that's pretty good. Jewel of Freedom requirements minus 15. But we don't need it. So what is the frickin' point? We can sell all this crap. We need this. Very helpful. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this at the moment. Keys we do want. We want that. don't need that, and don't need that. Alright, guys, but yes, that's the end of the first quest, and the next quest involves going through the cold plains and going to the burial ground. It's called the Sisters' Burial Grounds. So next time we will hit up the burial grounds in the cold plains to search for a blood raven. See you later.